Every day, we are facing social issues. Issues that all of us are part of. Issues that we have to be concerned. That is why we have this program, Issue 101. We tackle issues that affect our localities. Issues that all of us should participate. Issues that also affect our environment and communities. And issues that affect our government. Issue 101. Here is your host, Issue 101. You're with Senior Simon. Issue 101. Senior Simon. Issue 101.
Hello world! Welcome to our show, Issue 101. Of course, together with yours truly,
Senior Simon.
on this Friday broadcast, May 26, 2023. The last Friday for the month of May. How are you, everyone? Hope you're doing fine, you're doing well, and you're doing okay. And sitting back and relaxing as you pay attention to our discussion right here on Senior Simon's YouTube and Facebook social media accounts, and also including our Twitter account. And if you want to engage with us or join with our conversation, you are very much welcome by just engage us with chat box, whatever. And once again, this is yours truly,
Senior Simon.
a firm, courageous, confidant of truth, and agent of light and clarity to a darkened and unclear controversies in our society and its people. For this episode, cool issues we are going to discuss or update. Let us have some updates on Typhoon Mawar after it wreaks havoc in Guam. Currently, the typhoon has exited the state of Guam and is moving toward the Philippine Area of Responsibility, or PAR. Some local government units, or LGUs, in certain areas in the Philippines have already declared suspension of classes. Cool issues. Where is that? My keys here. Will Mawar be able to create major damages in the Philippines as it enter PAR this weekend? It doesn't have an as it enter the Philippine Area of Responsibility beginning late today. Cool issues. That's right, as far as we know. But later we're going to have our discussion on that. We will tackle on this. That is part of our topic for this episode. And if it will not do damages like what it did in Guam, what effect it has to the weather in the country. And for our second discussion issues, we are going to tackle this another known brand that became woke as well. It's about to experience a boycott by conservatives and anti-transgender groups after the backlash that happened to Bud Light, which we tackle on some of our videos right here in YouTube and in Facebook fan page. Some known brands did not learn that lesson, issues, and continue to uphold the ideology of transgenderism. We will tackle that certain popular brand who is supporting the indoctrination of the youth and the children to be woke and be satanic. But before anything else, may I remind everyone to like this video, click on the subscribe button and the notification bell. Please click all so that you will be updated whenever we are having this conversation issues. And also do that as well to our Facebook fan page, that's Senior Simon Issue 101, by following it and liking, and include with your link to us the @Senior Simon 101 Twitter account. And so let's begin with our show.
Issue 101. Issue 101.
All right. So before anything else, co-issues, before tackling our subject, our topic for our conversation, right here on Issue 101 Live, which you can educate us, educate our audiences as well, or whatever you have in mind that has to do with our conversation, that has to do with our topic, you can engage, you can contribute to our discussion by chatting us or commenting on the comment box for the Facebook page. I am checking it right now whether everything is ready so that you can, of course, express yourself as well while we are having this discussion. But let us begin with some lighter mood first co-issues, because according to this news from Life, the Philippine Star, or philstarlife.com, in this news titled Space Wedding, you could soon get married in space for almost 7 million pesos per head. Yes, if you have 7 million pesos per head, unless you have two heads or you don't have head, you could have your wedding in space. According to this news, how about have you found the wedding destination of your dreams? Especially next month, it's June, the month of June, where most couples will have their, what do we call this, will have their wedding. I don't know why they prefer June. Probably some of you who are watching us right now can contribute to the idea why there is a notation or an idea. I don't know if it is an idea or it is something. It has to do with culture or beliefs that some couple will have their wedding day in the month of June. That's why we have the common June bride thingy. So, especially next month, if you have this 7 million pesos budget per head, unless your bride or your groom will just stay on the surface of the earth while you are up there, and the problem is who will also officiate the wedding, because if you have wedding, then you have to include the officiating officer. Therefore, you to be sure, you need 7 times 3. How much is that? I don't know. You need $21 for as budget for you, your groom or your bride, and the officiating officer. Unless you also require assistant to the officiating officer, then that will be an additional budget. Space Perspective. A space travel company in Florida is offering a chance for pairs to hold their grand wedding at the edge of space, just above 99% of the Earth's Earth's atmosphere. According to its official website, we're going to look at that. Guests will get to delight in the quintessential astronaut experience with 2 hours to see the Earth's curve at its total blackness and the atmosphere. Whatever the occasion for your voyage, these moments in space will become indelible memories. Of course. So, how can you reach that area of space where, according to this promotion, is 99% or above the 99% of Earth's atmosphere? So instead of rocket, it would make use of spaceship Neptune, a pressurized capsule powered by a space balloon, which would make it climb slowly and smoothly. How does it take for that to reach that portion in space? The ascent and descent period would take a total. Here we go. Here's the answer. It would take a total of 6 hours, giving you and your partner enough time to exchange I do. So therefore, You will ascend probably 3 hours or less to that portion of space, the final frontier. And then you do the ISSUEs for probably 30 seconds. And even celebrate the occasion with your nearest and dearest at the space launch equipped with 360 degrees visibility through the largest windows overflown to space. Of course. Okay, not 7 million dollars, 7 million pesos. My mistake. My mistake. So that will cost you 125,000 US dollars per head. But it's absolutely worth every penny, as the experience is highly customizable. From the menu and cocktails on board to the soundtrack. So you will have what again? How long? 6 hours. The ascent and descent period. Okay. So the ascent is not 3 hours, as what I've mentioned earlier. So it's 6 hours ascent and 6 hours descent. So you will stay, I don't know. You do the ceremony. You have the ceremony, and then you, as what have been mentioned here, you do some sort of party from the, because it has menu and cocktails on board, soundtrack and lighting. Your individual preferences may be incorporated into your flight. For explorers who reserve a full capsule, the modular design of the space launch can accommodate changes to seating configurations and incorporate additional hospitality features like tables for a unique dining service. Wow. This is a very wow. How about having a honeymoon in space? So that's it, co-issues, and of course their website here, the spaceperspective.com, link on the description box if you want to explore. Yep, oh, that's how it looks. For me, that doesn't have any money, and of course, I'm already married. So this is what is waiting for you who would like to within space. Wow. Above the surface of the atmosphere, above 99% of the atmosphere, this is what you're going to be met with. Okay. What's this? T minus 72 hours? Is this the first one to be on space? So that is what, if you would like to experience such on your wedding day, go issues. As long as you have 7 million pesos, or that's equivalent to 125 US dollars, then go ahead. But in the meantime,
ISSUE101.
another news, a known artist died a couple of days ago, last Wednesday, at the age of 83, and that is by the name of Tina Turner. Bows at 83. So she died last Wednesday, according to this news from the Manila Times. Tina Turner, the trailblazing rocker, whose powerful voice and imposing stage presence thrilled global audiences for decades, died Wednesday at the age of 83. And Tina Turner is very much known for the music. What's love got to do? What was the other song? Here. What? The following decades gifted the world instantly recognizable hits like What's love got to do? Got to do with it? Private Dancer and the anthemic The Best. So, rest in peace, Tina Turner. She died last Wednesday at the age of 83. So for fans out there, condolences to all of you who are fans and families and close friends of Tina Turner.
ISSUE101.
And so, cool issues, let's have our topic for. That was just an introduction of our topic, cool issues. Sorry for that, for holding you up. Probably you are waiting for our topic on this episode of Issue 101, which we are going to have an update on Typhoon Mawar. And the latest news issues, let's have let's have this first on class suspension in the Philippines. So for our Filipinos kababayans out there, as of this is updated May 26, 8:45 p.m. What? May 26. Probably this is 8:45 a.m. Come on, inquirer that not. What is this? An update of the future or update from the future? So, list class suspensions on Friday, May 26 due to Mawar. Several local government units ordered the suspension of classes in public and private schools on Friday, May 26 in anticipation of the impact of Super Typhoon Mawar. According to the State Weather Bureau, Mawar has no direct effect on the country so far, but it may enter the Philippine Area of Responsibility on Friday evening or Saturday morning. Upon its entry to PAR, it would be given the local name Betty. So that would be Typhoon Betty locally, and internationally still be called Typhoon Mawar. So according to Pag-asa, the Philippines Weather Bureau, it says that as estimated that this typhoon will enter PAR by Friday evening or Saturday morning. But yet, as far as the weather in our place is concerned, it's quietly bright and sunny outside with a couple of cloudy skies. That's what we have right now. Issues. I don't know what happened to the other one. Okay. So these are the cities, municipalities, and provinces across the country that have called off classes for May 26. Students have their break. They are staying home, probably doing some strolling around in their places. Because classes are suspended in their area. Like in National Capital Region, we have Marikina. In Cagayan Valley, we have Echage, Isabela, Santa Ana, Cagayan, until May 27. San Mariano, Isabela, Benito Soliven, Isabela, Central Luzon, Macabebe, Pampanga, in Negros Occidental, Kawayan, Hinigaran, Isiyo. In Calabarzon, we have Calamba, Laguna, and Rizal, nursery to grade 12. Mimaropa, Rojas, and Palawan, in the region of Mimaropa. In Central Visayas, we have Minglanilla. By the way, Negros Occidental. Okay. In Central Visayas, we have Minglanilla. In Cebu, Argao in Cebu, San Fernando in Cebu, Consolacion in Cebu, Naga, Carcar, Alcoy, and Talisay City. In Talisay City, distance learning is to be implemented. Also, suspension in Cebu is Tabogon, Cebu, Western Visayas, Colasi, Antique. So let's just read the rest of this article, this news report issues before going back reading the areas that have declared suspension of classes in their area. On Friday morning, the Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical, and Astronomical Services Administration, or Pag-asa, said Mawar further intensified as it approaches the PAR. Pag-asa also said that Mawar may reach its peak fury within 24 to 36 hours. Mawar was last spotted 1,740 kilometers east of southeastern Luzon, packing maximum sustained winds of 215 kilometers per hour and gusts up to 265 kilometers per hour. It's so strong. Actually, issues. Pag-asa said, expect tropical cyclone wind signals to be raised in the coming days as the super typhoon is seen to bring heavy rains in parts of northern Luzon by Sunday. Mawar is likewise expected to enhance the southwest monsoon by Sunday or Monday, which may trigger rain over the western portions of central Luzon, southern Luzon, and Visayas next week. Now, as you have observed, co-issues, it's not it's not the majority of the areas. Like for example, I will just stick in the Central Visayas area because there is no mention of Negros Oriental and also in Siquijor. And in Cebu Islands specifically, it's not the entire municipalities and cities who are having or declaring suspension of classes. I don't know what triggered them to declare the suspension of classes co-issues, and I will not criticize by their decision, but let us first watch and let's go back on this declaration later co-issues. While in the meantime, let's visit first the videos that we have in our position on during the onslaught of Typhoon Mawar in Guam. So let me share these videos to you, co-issues. The onslaught of that Typhoon Mawar as it wreaked havoc in the area of, or in the islands of Guam. So here it is, co-issues. Wait for a while. Where is it? Okay. Here it is. So these are some of the videos captured by some netizens shared on the internet, co-issues, on the onslaught in Guam. So these are the videos in Guam, co-issues. Okay, let's have another one. Let's have another video from Guam during the onslaught of the typhoon. But in the meantime, let me search first for news report about the aftermath of the typhoon, Typhoon Mawar in Guam. Okay. Okay. Let's have this news from, what's this? ABC, Australian.
Yeah, right now it's very quiet. It's very dark outside. It's 10 o'clock at night, and there is no power to the islands unless you have generator power. We have 2 commercial generators here at the National Weather Service office, and that's given us power. We have communications here. We also have running water. Most of the islands is without water, without power, and without communication. So even your cell phones probably do not work unless you're on a Wi-Fi connection somewhere. It's going to be a long road to recovery, a lot of cleanup. Fortunately, it's not catastrophic damage, but it is pretty extensive across all of Guam right now.
Yeah, give us a sense of just how significant the event was. Some were calling this probably the worst storm in 10 years.
Yeah, we were looking at this being possibly one of the worst typhoons on record. That would have been parallel to Typhoon Karen back in the 1960s. Luckily, this one, it weakened just a little bit upon approach to Guam, but it was one of the worst typhoons we've had in 20 years, since 2002 with Typhoon Mawar. This one packed a punch, but what was most noticeable about this, that people were terrified about, was it was relentless. It continued for hours. Usually these storms, they come, they thrash, and they move offshore. This one lasted for 6 to 8 hours across much of Guam.
So then give us a sense of the kind of damage it can do.
6 to 8 hours. Because as we've discussed last time, co-issues, during our first coverage of this Typhoon Mawar, I talk about the movement of the typhoon, which is around 15 kilometers per hour, quite slow. And though we haven't had our live streaming yesterday of issue 101, but as I monitored the movement of the typhoon, it stayed in the area of Guam. It slows down its movement, but the strength of it has also diminished quite an amount of power. It loses quite amount of power, but it stayed in the area quite so long because it moves only 5 kilometers per hour. It slows down in the area of Guam.
In that period of time?
Well, we have solar panels from neighboring facilities all across our parking lot. They're all across the yard. Only one car was punctured, but all the other cars, remarkably, not damaged. But buildings all across the island, we've seen several buildings collapse. Usually these are wood and tin structures. Most of our buildings are reinforced concrete buildings. So we live in like bunker-style structures because of this reason, the threat of typhoons and the threat of earthquakes. But
before let's continue issues, I will first shout out Sir Junard Momongan. Clap please. Where is my clap? Here. So Junard Momongan for having us, joining us right here on our, of course, issue 101 live streaming in English. Sorry, sir, I'll have to use English this time because we have subscribers around the world. We have subscribers from India, from Africa, and also some are from the US and other countries. So I would have to prefer to use this language for the rest of our streaming, and probably some. We still have to use Cebuano sometimes in other videos that we are going to talk about, especially if it has to if we have or if we have to tackle it or local issues. Am I saying it right? Anyway, let's continue with this video.
Jungles, the trees, the mango trees. We have the mango festival coming up this coming weekend. It has been canceled because so many mango trees have collapsed. We lost all of the trees in our yard right here.
Okay, so we'll just stop there, co-issues, because we still have another topic to discuss later. So, so the devastation that happened here, we actually experienced this. I've mentioned this last time in our previous issue 101 live streaming, that the devastation that that happened in Guam was also our experience here in Cebu, in the central part of the Philippines when Typhoon Odette came. I forgot the name of typhoon. Was it Haiyan or what? I forgot the name of, or the international name of Typhoon Odette. But this site was the same site that we experienced during that typhoon, co-issue. So another video. Let's continue to watch another video. This is I just shared to you the ABC News report with regards to the aftermath of the typhoon that they experienced in Guam. But we also have to watch during the onslaught of Typhoon Mawar in Guam, co-issues. Another video that we have from the social media. Was this the one that we shared earlier? Ah, yes, this is the one that we shared earlier. Let me close this so that we can view other videos that we have. Here.
This is incredible. I don't think I've ever seen so much lightning in a typhoon before. And the sky just filled with sheets of this precipitation and lightning bolts illuminating the sky. This is quite an incredible sight to witness.
By the way, I would like to recognize our sources here. This one is from Earth Uncut TV from YouTube channel. And by the way, the link of these videos that we are watching right now is on the description box for the replay. So if you want to review these videos that we are sharing right here in our live streaming, you can do that just after our live streaming on the replay on the description box on our YouTube channel. We have the description, or we have the links of these videos. This is a very disturbing sight, actually, Coissues. If you haven't yet experienced something like this, it's very worrisome. It's very, fear will be there while this is happening in your surrounding. This is already daylight. This portion of the video, Coissues. Alright, so that's it for that video, and then let's watch this also. Another video, Coissues, that we had viewed and shared in the internet through social media, and it's still loading. I don't know why, but hopefully it will be completed. Anyway, let's have this other video as well. This is a flooded area of still in Guam. That's the video, Coissues. So the last one, I don't know, it's why it is still loading. Okay. By the way, we'll going to have a review on the current position of the typhoon from the satellite data that we have, or viewable data that is shared in the internet from sources, reliable sources. Reliable sources of weather data, Coissues. We are going to watch that. So this is the video that I want you to see of how strong the wind really is when the Typhoon Mawar wreak havoc in what we call this in Guam. So this is another video of that. You see the car that is an SUV pickup. I think it's a Ford. That's how strong the wind really was at Guam. It even lifted the vehicle, tumbling it down, rolling it down. As you can see in that video, Coissues, that's how strong that wind they experience in Guam. So I was sharing, or I am sharing this video to you to let you know, to allow ourselves to be informed on what is or how strong is this Typhoon Mawar is. But we have to consider also whether it has an effect, especially in the Philippines. My kababayan who are watching us right now live or having the replay, thank you very much for your viewing. So currently, the position of this typhoon, as seen from the satellite data, where is it? Here. Okay, it is moving towards the Philippine area, or probably by tonight or early morning tomorrow, it will be within the Philippine Area of Responsibility. So right now, it has departed, or it had departed. It has departed Guam here, as shown from our or as shown here with our mouse pointer, and this is Typhoon Mawar here, and this is the Philippine area or land masses of the Philippines, sorry, and this is the area of responsibility by this point here. So it is moving westward, and I was hoping last time we had this conversation, this live stream co-issues in issue 101, that Typhoon Mawar will just continue its northwestward, or probably it will change its direction with the direction of northeastern direction. But right now, it is moving westward, and I will show you later what is its estimated trajectory. As you can see, this is moving towards the Philippine area. And I don't know why suspension of classes was declared. For example, in Cebu, where the typhoon is quite far, others have agreed to the suspension of classes. Outside, it's just gloomy. It's not, thick cloud appearing in the sky. It's not like that in from our area here. So we have here, as you notice, the Typhoon Mawar is in this area around 1,000, still 1,000, more than 1,000 kilometers from any islands, any landmass in the country. This is Guam, by the way. This stretch group of islands here. So it is at this point in between the Philippines and Guam. So let's take a look at the estimated trajectory of this typhoon from PDC, or disasteralert.pdc.org. So it is estimated to be in this area. We have here the Philippines. Okay. Currently, it is reported in this area here. The coordinates of this is, let me check, is 15.68 degrees north, 138.13 degrees east. Alright, so it is moving. How fast is, let me check. Let me check on this. It is moving at 22 kilometers per hour, heading west. Okay, so it is moving west at 22 kilometers per hour. So it is slightly moving west northwest direction. But if it continues, there is a probability that it will pass in the area of northern Luzon. Take note of that. There might be a possibility, if it continues to move westward and not in a west northwest direction, which means that there is a certain angle towards the northern portion of its trajectory. If it continues to move westward, it probably will hit the portion of in the area of northernmost Luzon. That would be probably in Aurora. That is just an estimation based on this estimated also direction of the typhoon. So as soon as it enters the area of the Philippines, it will have a strength of 269 kilometers per hour of wind speed, maximum sustained wind, and the gusts, it will have a gustiness of 324 kilometers per hour. That's very strong, co-issues. Okay, and it will slow down at 306 or 250 kilometers per hour wind speed. And when it reached by probably a close proximity to the Philippines, any landmass in the Philippines, it will have a wind gust of 204 kilometers per hour and wind speed or maximum sustained winds of 167 kilometers per hour. So according to this news from the Manila Times, heavy rains in most parts of PH is as Mawar enters PH this weekend according to Pag-asa. The impact of Super Typhoon Mawar will be felt starting this weekend as it enters the PAR or Philippine Area of Responsibility either Friday night or early Saturday morning. To be known locally as Betty, the typhoon will bring heavy rains over northern Luzon starting Sunday night according to weather specialist Binison Estareja of the Pag-asa. According to Estareja, also it will likely enhance the southwest monsoon or habagat, which will trigger rains over the western portions of southern Luzon, central Luzon, and Visayas starting on Sunday. As of 3 a.m., Pag-asa said Mawar was some 1,740 kilometers east of southwestern Luzon. What? East of southwestern Luzon? South. Oh, come on. I think this is eastern. East of, I don't know. 20 kilometers per hour, maximum sustained winds. There might be some errors on this east of southwestern Luzon. Why should they have to use southwestern Luzon or just use Manila? Okay, let's have another site so that we can have a right, values on that, because I am confused with that data that they presented, co-issues. Okay, let's have this from JTWC. Okay, according to JTWC, okay, they use English measurements, so it is in knots. So I will just go over to the possibility. Looking at this, by the way, co-issues, this is also very, we have to be cautious, or we have to be to have caution regarding the direction of this typhoon, because as you have seen here, co-issues, it will there is a probability that it will affect Apari area, northern Luzon. That's Apari. Yep. Okay, so it is around 388 nautical miles at 5:29. That's what, Monday. Okay, let's have this this one here, 28 OZ. Here, 28 OZ is 165 kilometers or knots on 165, 135 knots sustained winds. Okay, so that's it, co-issues. So in finality, it is moving at 22 kilometers per hour westward towards the Philippines, but most likely it has greater effect in the area of northern Luzon, in the area of Apari, Batanes, and as you can see here, it is also expected to approach Taiwan. So that will be it, co-issues, for this topic on
Issue 101.
So just an update with on Typhoon Mawar, which I actually has my discussion is also, or is about about the the declaration of suspension of classes. For whatever reason, for what reason that the classes has been suspended, I don't know. But Pag-asa have already mentioned that it has no significant effect in the Philippines except in the northern portion of the country, northernmost portion of the country. So, nevertheless, we have to be prepared always. But, the storm that we are going to experience, especially for us here in Cebu, it is due to the southwest wind flow. That is the habagat southwest monsoon that we commonly experience during the month of August until September or October. So that is the effect that we are going to experience. There will be thunderstorms, there will be heavy rain, but it has nothing to do with Typhoon Mawar.
Issue 101.
Moving to our next topic for this episode, before we only have 15 minutes more to go. And for our next second topic, it has to do with a known brand that has been into woke mode, and conservatives have expresses their disgust in this kind of promotion starred by or frontlined by the transgenders. Riding on the transgender narrative expression. Now, I want to share some videos of concerns with regards to indoctrination and introducing transgenderism to innocent children. Sorry for that. Children. Like, for instance, this video of a mother, I think she's a mother, of a woman who informed us through this video of her experience of, inclusion or availability of clothings that shows indoctrination and introduction of this transgenderism to children. Let's watch this video, co-issues.
Right now, and there's a lot of controversy going on about all of the pride stuff that's coming out with kids' clothes and things like that. So we're going to go to the kids section, and we're actually going to see if they're putting weird, creepy, uncomfy stuff on children's clothing.
Again, this is in children's clothing area. So they made available clothings for even infants. Notice here.
Okay, this is the child section. This is literally the kids section. I'm next to a literal onesie that says whatever the hell that means. We have "Glad You Came Out" and "I'm so happy that you're queer" in the kids section. Are you kidding me? I'm sorry, but pride and toddler don't belong in the same sentence. So I found an extra small swimsuit in the child section. It says light binding effect on it. And then the bottoms in the kids section, keep in mind, say tuck friendly construction. They're giving it to your kids. If that doesn't give you a reason to boycott Target, I don't know what does. But this shit's getting out of hand. They're targeting children, whether you like it or not. And it's time that people actually do something about it. Because if they don't, then guess what? That shit won't just be in Target, it'll be in every store, ever.
Yes, co-issues, because this is the problem right now in America, where liberalism wanted to dominate the conversation, and they want to impose this expression to children who are not actually, or who are innocent in this matter. Another video that I want you to watch that has to do with availability of this this kind of garbage that's actually introduced to children. Okay, let's watch this other video, co-issues. This one.
Here at Target in Tampa, Florida. Just walked into the door,
This time it's the product or the brand is Target.
That there's a backlash and that Target's made some real changes to their very aggressive pride display this year, and you have been lied to, actually, because right here at the very front of the building, there you go. There's your little toddler mannequin, and it gets better. Check this out. So they also have plenty of toddler gear, plenty of onesies for literally 12 months.
This one is similar to the first video that we've shared. We watched earlier, co-issues.
That's what that is. And then they have this designer. See that? This is designed by the now infamous Satanic company. The guy that says, we're hanging with Satan because Satan respects pronouns. This is his brand. Look it up. Right here at the front of the store, along with the child mannequin. Now I've been asking, how close is this giant display, which is at the front of the store, how close is this to the Joanna Gaines section? Which I find particularly interesting because, you know, Joanna Gaines has a very lucrative, presumably multi-billion-dollar deal with Target, and she's a Christian who has Christian moral values.
Okay, why I am sharing this video to you, my viewers, because if you know what is the right thinking, right mindset in terms of gender, in terms of sexuality, you will know that this is a disgusting move from this ideology. This is because the point here is that they are introducing this to children in the US. That's why I am calling our audience, our viewers, our subscribers in our YouTube channel and our Facebook to please pray for America, because there are still people there that wants to stick to correct mindset, to the right thinking, to the right orientation, based on nature, based on biology, based on science, which the people, known brands in the US, are doing to introduce to children about this wokeism that they have in the US. This is in the US co-issues, they have really spiritual war in there. Not just spiritual war, but morality war. Because this kind of, having this available in...
that she wishes to uphold and built her entire brand on family values. You see, I've just taken probably 10 steps from the display, and here we are. This is the Joanna Gaines fiefdom inside of Target. So, here you go. There they are. There they are. The paragons of Christian entrepreneurs and family values, right next to the satanic designs inside of the Pride display in Target.
Okay, let's just stop to that point because the message is clear already, co-issues. Now, let's watch that very disgusting video of a known brand. It also has its brand display here in Cebu in the Philippines, which promotes this kind of corruption.
Hi, it's me.
Of, satanic. This kind of depravity. Let's watch this. This is the promotion that they have recently, co-issues. And you will learn what brand I am talking about. Aside from the picture that I am sharing as our thumbnail, but you will learn what brand I'm talking about, co-issues. Let's watch their ad.
Hi, it's me, Patagonia, a real-life homosexual. And today I'm here with the North Face. We are here to invite you to come out in nature with us. Wow, this is nice. We like to call this little tour the Summer of Pride.
Really? Whew. Really? So this is now what is trending in the US. Probably some in the Philippines, they are already. I don't know when is the what's that, the pride thing they have. I forgot the exact name. Pride month. They have this commemorations or celebration, whatever. It's very disturbing. And for us here in the Philippines, of course, we are quite conservative on this matter. But there are those who push the agenda of these wokes, the agenda of transgenderism in the country, which as Christians, as religious, should firmly oppose. Because if it overcomes us, if this overcomes us, I don't know. It's very, for kids, for children. This is what they introduce to them: drag queens.
This tour has everything. Hiking, community, art, lesbians making art. Last year, we gay sashayed across the nation and celebrated Pride across the nation with hundreds of you across the nation. This year, we're back again with 2 new stops. Atlanta, GA. Why? Because you're there. In Salt Lake City, we're coming for you.
Howdy, can we go?
Of course! This year, all these fabulous speakers will be coming from inside this TV to a nature near you. So come outside and celebrate the beautiful LGHG community.
North Face. We've already discussed on one of our videos issues about backlashes, loss of what we call this, sales of Bud Lights because of the about Mulvaney. Forgot his name. I will use his because he truly is actually a man. So according to this news, co-issues. Okay, let's have this first loaded. I'm sorry if I will pause for some time because I'm loading some of our resources here, because if I will load every links at once, it will cause hang-ups, crashes in our system. So anyway, this is the news from the street. North Face is latest target of backlash after Pride celebration ad. Another day, another call for a boycott. So this was 10 hours ago, published. As worldwide Pride celebrations are ramping up, anti-trans and LGBTQ plus sentiment has grown increasingly vocal. Whether it's state legislatures, classrooms, or local target stores, the controversy surrounding gender and sexuality has been growing, and companies are starting to feel the heat. So VF Corporation, subsidiary of North Face, is the latest company to come under criticism for a promotional event co-hosted by environmental activist Wayne Whaley, better known as drag queen Patagonia. So Patty Wiley has led a charge to make outdoor spaces more accessible to diverse communities that may not always feel welcome. I don't know if it will disturb their sales or whatever, Now, from this news from the Drum, they defended, North Face defended the controversy by saying the outdoor apparel brand has marked the beginning of Pride Month with wonderful color ad. North Face stands by LGBTQ plus community amid backlash. They will stand by it. They've done this before, and I'm sure that they will continue to do this as long as their Lord, Satan, will continue to survive. This is what is happening in America, co-issues. Okay, this news from CBN. How major brands were forced into the conservative plan to target LGBTQ people. Target, that was the brand earlier that we've tackled, or the video that was covered. Bud Light, Dodgers, Disney have all been backed into a corner over their support of the LGBTQ community. The strategy has conservative activists celebrating. Bud Light and Target were not always political punching bags, but both companies have been drawn into the center of a long brewing conservative battle. What's that? After the brands released companies or campaigns supporting or featuring LGBTQ people. So that's North Face co-issues. And I think North Face here in the Philippines, if they have stores here, is not so popular in the Philippines. So because it's quite expensive, so that's what they are doing. Pride Month, yes. Pride Month. Let me check when is Pride Month, so that we will have an idea of how to oppose this kind of, when is Pride? June 1. Oh, so that will be next month, June 1 to June 30. June is Pride Month. So that is why these silly things are now coming out, because next month will be the Pride Month. So I'm calling Christians and those all sane people in the whole wide world. Of course, we are not here to create violence or to attack these people who will celebrate this Pride Month, but we have to expose them, to expose the reality that what they are doing is satanic, contrary to what God has designed for man to be. Like this video that we have here, co-issues. I want to share this. I will just mute the music because I might get some copyright mark or copyright notice. Like for example, this video, I think this is during a celebration of Pride Month. They will do this same mockery over Christianity, over our Lord Jesus Christ. They will do this same insanity, attacking Christianity. Why they attack Christianity? Why you don't see them attacking Muslim, attacking Hindus, attacking Buddhists? Why? Because only Christianity is the real faith. It is the true religion. But I'm not supposed, for me personally, I will not call Christianity as a religion, because this is not a system of faith. This is contrary to other religions in the world, that they have to please their deity, their God. Okay, we were disconnected. It seems that Satan doesn't want us to continue on our discussion issues because it keeps on cutting us off from the internet. So I'll just let you see how these groups, this LGBTQ, mock our Lord Jesus Christ and Christianity itself. See how they are doing this, because visually we know that if you have this, visually, this is about Christianity. Why they mock Christianity and they don't do this on other religion aside from Christianity, on Islam, in Hinduism, in Buddhism? Why? Because only Christianity is a real faith. It's the reality. This is what they are doing. They mock Christianity. They mock Christ. Look at that. What they are doing. A man put on the cross, and we have here somebody pole dancing. That's how disgusting these people are, co-issues. And that's why we are continually exposing them that what they are doing is satanic, because obviously the enemy of Christ is Satan, it's Lucifer, it's... Let's end this, co-issues, because the YouTube overlord doesn't like us to continue with this discussion. So anyway, that's all for this episode on
Issue 101.
Once again, don't forget to like, subscribe, share this video so that everybody will be exposed, everybody will learn what is happening currently in the world. So once again, this is yours truly,
Senior Simon.
your firm and courageous confidant of truth, an agent of light and clarity to a darkened and unclear controversies in our society and its people will say, I will
And that's all for Issue 101. Hopefully the concerned parties will act on the issue.